Rinpoche, shall we do refuge and village? Please record the merit fields in front of us, the center being Guru, surrounded by all the Buddhas, Idams, Bodhisattvas, Dakas und Dakinis, protect us.
Bitte erinnert euch an das Verdienstfeld, das wir vor uns aufgebaut haben, der Guru in der Mitte und dann alle Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, die Übermittlungslamas der Linie, Idams, Arhats, Bodhisattvas, Idams, Dakas und Dakinis sind alle um ihn herum versammelt. Und erinnert euch an die Qualitäten des Verdienstfeldes, an den Guru des Verdienstfeldes. Und aus der Tiefe eures Herzens nehmt Zuflucht zum Guru Buddha und nehmt dabei euch alle fühlenden Wesen aus den 6 Bereichen in euer Herz mit auf, während ihr diese Zuflucht nehmt. Dieses Gebet ist auf Seite 84 für diejenigen, die es brauchen.
Now we will go to the talk offering practice, page.
Wir die Darbringung auf Seite 201.
The short one, can do the short one. The short corner from Brad.
Ja. Kurze den Guru aus der Ferne rufen.
No, if you don't have it, you have it. Okay, read.
Not here, not in my iPad.
Okay, that doesn't matter.
Sorry.
Then goodbye.
That's page 75.
20.
Du fängst immer mit rechts an, oder?
Es sieht so aus. Das kann ich manchmal mit rechts, manchmal mit links, ich weiß nicht, ich passe gar nicht auf.
Yeah, it's gone. Lama is not there. The beginning, the beginning part is not there. Not Lama. There's a few verses missing. Few verses missing.
Da fehlen einige Worte auf Tibetisch in diesem Text. Ist nicht schlimm.
The few verses at the beginning missing.
Yeah.
Huh? Ah, yeah, okay. Oh, then you want to read it. Okay, yeah. Yeah, it's it. That is the beginning, there are few verses missing. So you go around the world to find that. See if it's available in the Walmarts and big supermarket. Yeah, come on.
pa de la me na
Lama Choepa.
So done. No, very good. Everybody good. Everybody good.
Jeder hat gut gesungen, weil sie hat euch das gut gelernt. Jetzt könnt ihr es gut.
The two offerings on page 201.
Seite 201, der Zock.
Then the 6 mantras. The mantra of pure ultimate reality.
Vishode Dhamma Te Vajra.
The mantra of sky treasure.
Sawa Tata Gata Bhya Vidore Bhaya Sawa Tata Ugate Varana Himam Gagana Kamso.
The mantra of the arising of nectar.
Om Amrite Om He.
The mantra of fulfilling all wishes.
Om Akaro Mukam Sawa Dhammanam Ajanutpanato.
The mantra of extensive power.
Sawa Tata Gata Avaloki Om Sambara Sambara.
The mantra of the controlling will. Om
Guru Dvara Tishta Vidhi Lojani Sava Akta Sadani So.
Dagi Sambe Todani Dechen Shebe Chindota Chege Inge Donangi Tena Kanda Sambari Deda Kamje Jireba Toba Meba Chungyu
Seite 111.
You can start this one along my prayer.
Das lange Lebensgebet für seine Heiligkeit. Auf dem Bildschirm. Das lange Lebensgebet für seine Heiligkeit auf dem Bildschirm.
Page 111, LC 35.
Seite 111, Lama Choepa 35.
Yeah. 切切觉根然尽出大阿桑觉雷德登将将就生就觉拉布有梦西要扎心的准备不门也觉着个做到天界他登不拉那南嘎姐姐帮助助
So renewing the Bodhisattva vows. So this section is only for those who have taken the Bodhisattva vows.
Yes.
Thinking the purpose of my life is not just to attain happiness for myself alone, but to free the numberless sentient beings from the oceans of samsaric suffering and its causes and bring them to full enlightenment. In order to do that, I need to achieve enlightenment. And in order to do that, I need to generate bodhicitta. But generating bodhicitta alone is not enough. I also need to take the bodhisattva vows and keep them pure. Therefore, I'm going to retake the bodhisattva vows.
Sangye Cheran Sochola, Chancho Vado Da, Gyabchi, Nangin Dani Valdochi, Chancho Sangye Gyabagi, Chancho Chogi Sangye Gilini, Sanchen Tanche Kage Chundunye, Chancho Jojo Ion Gyabagi, Dola Penche Sangye Chopa, Kuncho Sunata, Gyabchi, Tanche Susosha, Sangye Robo Kunjo Sunata Gyabji Dipa Tamche Soso Sha Joe Kela Je Ram Sangye Chamchu Nike Su Sangye Chedan Socho La Chamchu Padu Da Je Rashe Tani Rabu Je Chamchu Seni Kebagi Chamchu Chagi Seni Kegene Senjen Tamche Dagi Chundu Nye Chamchu
Think strongly that you have received the complete pure set of bodhisattva vows. Those vows that were broken are now restored, and those that were kept are strengthened. Feeling great joy, thinking this is the best offering to peace and happiness in this world and of each sentient being. Tantric vows. So this section is only to be recited if you have previously received these vows. If you have not received these vows, then you do not need to recite this.
Die tantrische Gelübde gekriegt habt, dann braucht ihr das nicht zu rezitieren.
It will take me 3 countless great eons to achieve enlightenment. For myself, no matter how long it takes and no matter how difficult it is, that doesn't matter. But it means that my kind mother sentient beings will have to continue to suffer so much and wait so long. Therefore, I must achieve enlightenment as quickly as possible, and in order to do this, I need to take the tantric vows and keep them pure. Therefore, I take the tantric vows.
Sangye Changchup Senpa Kun Dala Kumpa Saitu So Da Nikyo Doche
Und Buddhism Bodhisattvas Business sind einer the dog. Von neuer Inspiration Government and generate all the purest bodhicitta. Just as all Buddhas of the same time enjoy themselves for enlightenment and generate. I will uphold the vows arising from the way of the Buddha Teil.
Senjen Doche Suchen Sun So So Tenpo Taki Sun Sangye Chöda Gendun Te Lana Lepe Kuncho Sun Sangye Nacho Lekebe Domba Teme Taki Sun Doche Licho Chenpo Yi Doche Chenpo Chakya Yang Yangda Nidu Sumwaragi Lupen Takya Sumwaragi Rinchen Licho Chenpo Yi Tansi Yidu Ongwala Nire Shin Yi Tu Tru Tu Jimpa Namshi Tatu Jin Chang
Page 121.
Seite 121.
So meditating on rejoicing, first think about how precious the merit is. When you have a lot of merit,
Zuerst darüber nach, wie kostbar Verdienst ist. Wenn ihr viel Verdienste habt, dann können die Dinge euch passieren, die normalerweise unmöglich sind für die vollkommene Antwort ist Verdienste. Deswegen freut euch jetzt über die Verdienste der 3 Zeiten, die ihr habt. Erinnert euch an die Verdienste, die ihr seit anfangslosen Zeiten bis jetzt angesammelt habt. Jedes Mal, wenn ihr euch darüber freut, verdoppelt ihr diese Verdienste. Dann erfreut euch an die Verdienste der 3 Zeiten aller fühlenden Wesen, Bodhisattvas eingeschlossen. Das ist jenseits von Vorstellungen, weil es zahllose fühlende Wesen gibt. Wenn Ihre Bewusstseinsebene tiefer ist als eure, dann kriegt ihr das Doppelte der Verdienste. Wenn Sie auf derselben Ebene seid wie ihr, dann kriegt ihr denselben Verdienst. Wenn Ihre Ebene höher ist, dann kriegt ihr die Hälfte des Verdienstes. Wenn ihr kein Bodhicitta habt und ihr freut euch über die Verdienste, die ein Bodhisattva an einem Tag ansammelt, kriegt ihr die Hälfte dieser Verdienste. Ohne sich zu freuen, würde es 13.000 Jahre benötigen, um diese Menge an Verdienste anzusammeln. die ein Bodhisattva in einem Tag ansammelt.
Dann
freut euch an den Verdiensten, den Qualitäten und den erleuchteten Aktivitäten der Verdienste aller Buddhas. Wenn ihr euch darüber freut, kriegt ihr 1/10 dieser Verdienste. Dann denkt, möge ich so viele Verdienste wie alle Buddhas und fühlenden Wesen ansammeln können, damit ich jedes einzelne fühlende Wesen von Nutzen sein kann. Stellt euch vor, dass zahllose Duplikate von euch selbst Thronen, goldene Thronen, die getragen werden von Schneelöwen, dass die jetzt Rinpoche dargebracht werden. Wünscht aus der Tiefe eures Herzens, wünscht euch, dass Rinpoche für immer bei uns bleibt. Wir rezitieren das jetzt 3-mal.
教外卡达多杰强千罗塔，我也马七巴用作点白阿达吞地来的才能不得。接尊喇嘛罗桑图王多杰强千波特登色瓦仁波切桑波谢安连莲巴堂各位吞度不再给巴切达内切达给帕杜莲巴拉修贝云度心康不瓦修
Om Benza Bume Om Benza Rinpoche, Novo Rinpoche, Zermo Rinpoche, Rambo Rinpoche, Rambo Rinpoche, Tato Rinpoche, Rinpoche, Techen Puye Kumpare, Awa, Chenwa Maru, Marama, Medoma, Dupama, Sema, Chirama, Nirma, Dawa, Rinpoche, Namba Yavaya, Usola Dami, Pejo, Puzon, Zopa, Matsawa, Mepa, Wangwa, Dida, Tenchen, Sawa, Dan Yepa, Chepe, Belen, Lama, Damba, Namdan, Yepa, Duya, Yonzo, Tempe, Lada, Twinkie, Ledu, Tsenem, Jetu, Lama, Losan, Tuan, Doje, Chan, Chenpo, Lada, Soba, Rinpoche, Sampo, Shena, Tempa, Tanjo, Tundu, Kutse, Kepa, Chitane, Chitake, Padu, Tempa, Shu, Yundu, Shinka, Kuwa, Kiwu, Tuze, Joe, Tundu, Shisu, So, Shene, Kyanta, So, Jowa, Magye, Namke, Tadan, Yambe, Senjen, Tamche, Tuze, Wa, Chemu, Kune, Chingi, Ladu.
Very long.
见者那着为等起，却给些所作特别大不变被要自己也拉出大马他们那里推荐多见了三不当四不把让得在世间说怕怕不把渐渐老见我让有子所有人他的有的为真密结把口当结把你的水出所怕那也是不走三业刚得结完业你的出现把开把结业成了这个为你的就也真的老树的是高路走在灯把所让的有那个为那次路线的路的那灯就都不看见这些
Kurzfassung.
John den de ni chen ba le da jia so na ye wa de ji ji je ba da ye na de xie John den shu so so kai de jin ye de jian mi ge jian ye
Nam
Choepa, You lions among humans, gone to freedom in the present, past, and future, in the worlds of 10 directions, to all of you with body, speech, and sincere mind, I bow down. With the energy of aspiration for the Bodhisattva way, with a sense of deep respect, and with as many bodies as atoms of the world, to all you Buddhas visualized as real, I bow down. On every atom are Buddhas numberless as atoms, each emits a host of Bodhisattvas, and I'm confident the sphere of all phenomena is entirely filled with Buddhas in this way, with infinite oceans of praise for you, and oceans of sound from the aspects of my voice. I sing the breathtaking excellence of Buddhas, and celebrate all of you gone to bliss. Beautiful flowers and regal garlands, sweet music, scented oils and parasols, sparkling lights and sublime incense, I offer to you victorious ones. Fine dress and fragrant perfumes, sandalwood powder, heaped high as Mount Meru, all wondrous offerings in spectacular array, I offer to you victorious ones, with transcendent offerings peerless and vast, with profound admiration for all the Buddhas, with strength of conviction in the Bodhisattva way, I offer and bow down to all victorious ones. Every harmful action I have done, with my body, speech and mind, overwhelmed by attachment, anger and confusion, all these I openly lay bare before you. I lift up my heart and rejoice in all positive potential of the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas in 10 directions, of solitary realizers, heroes still training and those beyond, and of all ordinary beings. You who are the bright lights of worlds in 10 directions, who have attained the Buddha's omniscience through the stages of awakening, all you who are my guides, please turn the supreme wheel of Dharma. With palms together I earnestly request, you who may actualize parinirvana, please stay with us for eons numberless as atoms of the world, for the happiness and well-being of all wanderers in samsara. I dedicate each and every small virtue I have accumulated by prostrating, offering, confessing, rejoicing, exhorting and requesting for the sake of enlightenment.
Sangye Truba Dajun Pade Cho Drove Tende Tempa Kyonze Pa Unju Sumo Nete Chuchu Ki Tempa Yuri Nepa Chingye Lo Tuje Dani Nete Chuchu Ki Kocho Sicho Leke Yomo Me Chida Jodo Chige Chona Ki Tempa Yuri Nepa Chingye Lo Senje Wiki Suri Do
The enlightened activity of the victorious mother for the sake of taking care of all in inferior fortune born at the end of the greatly degenerate time, taking an ordinary aspect, endow with the deeds of the conquerors. Venerable Tara, we request you to have a long life and pray that your wishes are spontaneously attained. Your fame pervades the three worlds, liberated from the sufferings of bad migrations, attained to enlightenment, bestowing the Dhammakaya of great bliss to supreme Lila, acting as companion and knowledge woman, Trashi Seringma, a long and stable life, spontaneous achievement of wishes. We make this request, please bless us. We all make this request from our heart. The channels, constituents, and bodhicitta of the migrating beings of the degenerate times are blessed by countless dakinis. Innate great bliss of the subtle completion stage is induced, and one is established in the supreme state of the Dhammakaya. Kado Bungit Somo, abide long. We pray that your wishes are spontaneously attained. We and all migrators since beginning this times have followed the bewilderment of true grasping, coming under the power of others. By apprehending all mistaken appearances as true, we are oppressed until now by the ocean of sufferings. Supreme wisdom, seeing everything as empty, Namsel Dharma, abide in a long life. We pray that your wishes are spontaneously attained. all the destitute migrators bound by trauma and afflictions. Although it is difficult to subdue them all, you generate greatly the mind of patience and compassion. Jetsun Dhamma, Lama Mapa's secret consort, holy and supreme. Abide in long life. May wishes be spontaneously attained. Thus we pray respectfully from our hearts. The Indian great Pandit, kind to Tibet, the lotus-born, you blessed him, bringing to exhaustion the 84,000 afflictions. This holy Dharma is like the rays of the sun, great kindness pervading all the world, acting as companion of great bliss, supreme Yeshe Sogya, abide in a long life. May wishes be spontaneously attained. We make this request, please bless us. Having supported me with kindness since beginningless times, for all migrators destitute and oppressed by suffering, may Venerable Tara act as spiritual master. May they soon come to touch the ground of the four bodies.
Lama Lozan Tuwan Doji Chan Chenpo Tukten Zopa Rinpoche Zambo Jenane Temba Dan Lore Tundu Putse Temba Chidane Chidagi Badu Tembe Shazi Temba Tobe Karen Tanrari Yundu Shingabu Wagyu Tuje Joe Dandu Jesus Dine Dago Zoro Amayo Namje Tadan Yambe Semjen Tamche Tuze Wa Chenpo Dure Chingi Lado
In this time of over-degeneration, when our kind mothers are blindly rushing about their lives, wanting only happiness while creating only causes to suffer, due to the inconceivable kindness of the Guru, we have found ourselves here, in this pure realm of Vajrayogini. And for 35 glorious days, we have experienced the fully ripened result of our impossible to find and truly miraculous perfect human rebirths. Having been called to create virtue each day by the sound of the blessed gong, which merely by hearing purifies the 5 uninterrupted negative karmas, we have passed each day beneath the sweet-smelling honeysuckle flowers, accompanied by the soft cooing of doves, and have joyously gathered hundreds of your children disciples, like swans coming to a lake to drink the nectar of the Guru's holy speech. When the Guru's holy body enters the Vajra tent, before even a word is spoken, we are given our first teaching. Make the efforts of our parents worthwhile and use this body to create merit. For how can we give in to laziness when we are witness to you, our Supreme Savior, manifesting paralysis, yet still prostrating with such supreme effort before the throne each day? Such a kindness can be found nowhere else in this world. Once seated upon the Vajra throne, your display of skillful means is without compare. The wrathful roar that clears away the thick fog of our ignorance. The circuitous stories that sharpen our attention. The Vajra laughter that awakens our blissful awareness. Where else in all the three realms can we find such a teacher? In a single moment, you show the simultaneous aspect of gentle virtue beggar and powerful Mahayana Vajrayana Guru. Precious one who subdues, wrathful one who conquers. To such greatness, all humans and gods bow their heads. Your melodic chanting and explanation of the four-line Vajra cutter implores us to see that like a drop of dew, this life will soon be gone. To examine the profound meaning of Rabrib, the defective view that keeps us imprisoned. To loosen our grip on what we mistakenly believe to be real by seeing everything as illusion. Withholding nothing, you illuminate the heart of the path, the profound meaning of the Guru, one taste with great bliss Dharmakaya. Using your own life story as an example, you clarify the true meaning of Dharma practice, giving up this life. Quoting from Kyabje Kunu Lama Rinpoche, you strengthen our refuge in bodhicitta, the unbetraying friend in samsara. With diamond-like precision, you elucidate the very huge difference between correctly meditating on emptiness and incorrectly meditating on nihilism. While we may not have yet realized renunciation, bodhicitta, or emptiness, there is one thing we do know without mistake or doubt. When the kind and holy Lord Guru is teaching, there is nowhere else we ever want to be. Until enlightenment, may we always be amongst your foremost disciples, fulfilling your every wish. Now, together here, due to the Guru's unfathomable kindness, we have taken the most secret Hayagriva for long life, Haruka 5 deity, and Vajrayogini initiations. We have engaged in the heart practice of Lama Choepa daily, and have begun practicing the yogas of sleep, waking, and tasting nectar. We have strengthened our familiarization with taking ordinary death, intermediate state, and rebirth into the path to achieve the three kayas. And collectively, we have accumulated more than 10 million mantras of the Vajrayogini. May all of this merit, together with the three-time merits of all sentient beings and Buddhas, which do not exist, which are empty, be the cause for the most holy kind Guru Buddha deity to have an infinitely long and stable life. May you quickly return to this best of FPMT centers and continue to teach the Vajrayogini commentary, as well as the 3-year retreat instructions. From our side, we will practice as taught and dedicate every merit created to the fruition of full enlightenment, so that we can most quickly fully benefit all beings. By the power of the 3 rare sublime ones, by the power of the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas' blessings, by the power of this pure prayer, and the auspicious convergence of our karma and the Guru's unbearably great compassion, precious Savior, heed our prayer. Please, please live long. Please, please live very long. Please, please live infinitely long.
So, as I said,
wie ich zum Anfang gesagt habe. Ich habe es selber gesagt. Ihr habt eine Fortsetzung angefragt. Wir versuchen. Das ist alles, was ich sagen kann.
Rinpoche, not much to add after what Mary just beautifully said, and just to relay this request on behalf of all the retreatants here and the staff and the volunteers, that and really it's been a life-changing experience and for all of us, and it's difficult to express with words all that happened during this retreat. And just please know that we are always ready here in Institut Vajrayogini, and we are already planning the next continuation of the commentary. And we have good news for everybody, and that this time we won't go bankrupt. We just, Dominique and Laetitia did the accounts today. We're not 100% sure, but and it seems that we will balance, and maybe we have a small profit of 10,000, 15,000 euros. We're not sure. We will know in a few days.
Es war kein Francois fragt Rinpoche, soll bitte zurückzukommen. Dann erklärt die finanzielle Situation. Wir versuchen keinen Profit zu machen, weil wir möchten die Kosten so tief wie möglich zu halten. Es sieht so aus am Ende, als ob alles rooms for the 3-year and Vajrayogini retreatants that we hope will come soon, and thanks to the help of Rinpoche and that we es sind vielleicht 10.000 bis 15.000 Euro zu viel, und die werden dann zusammengelegt mit den 100.000 Dollar, die Rinpoche geschenkt hat, für Retreathäuser zu bauen, für 3 Jahresretreat.
Like do for this retreat, next time will be so easy for us, huh? And we have all the tables and mattresses and beds and dormitory tents and everything. So, and Rinpoche, and this is your home, and we are always ready to welcome you.
Rinpoche, das ist dein Zuhause hier, und wir hoffen, dass du bitte wieder zurückkommst, sehr bald.
Yeah, so while Francois
wo Francois hier ist, ich danke auch heute schon. Ich nehme die Gelegenheit für sein Mitgefühl, seine Devotion und sein Mitgefühl und sein Einsatz Devotion und Compassion, das ist die Quelle, wo seine Handlungen herkommen. Ist motiviert durch seine Devotion und sein Mitgefühl. Voller Widmung des dient und leitet das Essen und andere Sachen. Wie ich hörte, ist das Essen am besten. Beste in der FPMT. Bestes Beispiel in der FPMT. Nicht nur 1 oder 2 Tage, sondern für lange Zeit. Es ist extrem gut. Und dann abends die Schokoladengetränke. Zu später Stunde, halb am Schlafen, gab es dann noch immer einen Schokoladendrink. Es fing an mit Yangtze Rinpoche und dann ist es ausgezeichnet. Wunderbarer Dienst. Und du hast alles geleitet. Und alle 50 Freiwilligen. Und alle die so gut, so gütig, so nett. Wenn die Leute freuen sich und dann höre ich das und dann habe ich es auch gut. Im Allgemeinen. Im Allgemeinen sind die Zentren, versuchen sie einen Profit zu machen, um das Zentrum weiter führen zu können. Aber hier ist alles. Aber hier versuchen sie das beste Essen zu machen, alles so, um den Leuten zu helfen, ihre Praxis zu machen. Ist exzellent. Das ist, was Zentren, worauf Zentren sich ausrichten sollten. Wie ich schon am Anfang erklärt habe. Das an sich ist die größte Reinigung. Es reinigt alle negativen Karmas, angesammelt seit anfangslosen Zeiten. Und man sammelt dadurch ausführliche Verdienste an, jeden Tag, jede Stunde, jede Sekunde. Himmel voll ausführlichen Verdiensten. Durch jeden, der hier gedient hat. Das ist, was hier geschehen ist. Ich versuche mich an ein Zitat zu erinnern, aber mein Gedächtnis ist so schlecht.
So they could say, Tinde Kona sometime, from what you need, Sange Tanti never do.
Im essentiellen Nektar steht geschrieben, wenn man darüber nachdenkt, über einen solchen Guru. Das spricht über den qualifizierten Meister. Und wenn man dann zum Schüler wird. Ich denke, mein Gedächtnis ist schlecht, aber dieses Nye, ich glaube, das bedeutet, man wird der Schüler und dann erfreut man den Meister, den Guru. Dann, indem man den Guru erfreut man alle Buddhas. Das ist ein Zitat.
There's another autobiography to remember. If you that, belittle or displease.
Oder wenn ihr herabsetzt oder ihm missfällt, dann setzt ihr alle Buddhas herab. Dann hat man das Karma geschaffen, alle Buddhas niedrig zu haben.
In Mahamudra,
so wie Mahamudra gesagt wird, so wie in dem Text die Tropfen des Mahamudra. So wie das Feuer das Holz verbrennt und daraus Asche macht, nicht Haschisch. Macht Asche. In einer Sekunde wird es zur Asche.
The next word.
Dann die nächsten.
Like that.
Genau so.
Like that, if you please the Guru.
Wenn ihr den Guru erfreut,
Glorify Guru.
den glorreichen Guru erfreut,
So I don't remember the Tibetan, but exactly. Now,
Ich erinnere mich nicht genau an das Tibetische, aber die Bedeutung ist das negatives Karma, die seit anfangslosen Geburten während so vieler Äonen wird, in einer Sekunde wird es gereinigt.
so like that. Small plan.
So wie die kleine, wie die Flamme eines Streichholzes etliche Etagen voller Heu verbrennen kann. Oder wie eine Kerzenflamme verschiedene Stockwerke voller Heu verbrennen kann. So wird negatives Karma, das man seit anfangslosen Wiedergeburten viele Äonen heftig negatives Karma wird in einer Sekunde verbrannt, wenn man, wie ich vorher gesagt habe, ich hatte vorher Sakya Pandita erwähnt, vor einiger Zeit. Egal wie heiß die Strahlen der Sonne sind, ohne das Vergrößerungsglas kann es kein Feuer produzieren. Diese trockene Pflanze, die da heißt, ich weiß nicht, wie man es auf Englisch ausspricht, wie man es auf Englisch übersetzt. Wenn man die Sonne hat und dann ein Vergrößerungsglas, eine Lupe, dann kommt die Sonne da durch und dann produziert es Feuer. Ohne Vergrößerungsglas, dann egal wie heiß die Sonnenstrahlen sind, dann fängt es nicht an zu brennen. Genau so kann der Schüler ohne den Guru den Segen der Buddhas nicht erhalten. Dadurch, dass man den Guru erfreut, dann erfreut man alle Buddhas. Verkörpert in einem. Die drei raren Erhabenen sind verkörpert in einem. Zu dem Guru nehme ich Zuflucht. Zu dem Guru, wenn ich ihn erfreue, dann erfreut das alle Buddhas, zahllose Buddhas. Das ist was jeden Tag, jede Stunde, jede Minute, jede Sekunde geschehen ist. Alle Freiwilligen, angefangen mit Francois, und dann alle Leute des Zentrums, die gedient haben.
So that could be, yes.
Das könnte viele Jahre Retreat, viele Leben lang Retreat. Jeder soll sich darüber freuen. Das ist ein großer Erfolg.
within this service,
dann in diesem Dienst, Schwierigkeiten zu ertragen. Indem man dieselben Schüler bedient, indem man denselben Schülern Dienst erweist, die auch der Guru sind. Ich habe das schon am Anfang erklärt. Viele hunderttausende Prosternationen, Mandaladarbringungen sind dann getan. Ist darin enthalten. Während ihr diesen Dienst darbringt. Das ist die beste Art und Weise, euer Leben zu widmen. Auch wenn ihr nicht die Geschichte habt, dass ihr diese Prosternationen, Mandalas, Vajra, Sattvas und bla 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 gemacht habt. Auch wenn ihr diese Geschichte nicht erzählen könnt. Aber es ist getan. Der Nutzen ist darin enthalten, die Reinigung ist geschehen und auch die Ansammlung der Verdienste ist geschehen. So viele Jahre und Leben, Retreat sind dadurch getan worden. Deshalb sollten sich alle ungeheuer froh fühlen. Umso härter die Arbeit ist, umso größer ist die Reinigung. Und umso mehr, so viel Verdienste sind angesammelt worden. Dann hat auch Lama Choepa erklärt, indem man kleinen Schaden oder Unannehmlichkeiten erfährt. Während man dem tugendhaften Freund korrekt folgt, kleinen Schaden, den man da erfährt. In diesem Leben, während der Zeit. Dann werden so viele heftige negativen Karmas der Vergangenheit werden dann während dieser Zeit gereinigt. Wenn ihr während ihr dem tugendhaften Freund korrekt folgt und erlebt während der Zeit kleinen Schaden oder kleine Unannehmlichkeiten oder Probleme, dann wird dadurch so viele Äonen von vergangenem negativem Karma beendet während der Zeit. Das ist die allgemeine Bedeutung von dem, was Lama Choepa sagt. Das ist nicht Wort für Wort. Und dann im Sutra von Bodhisattva Kshitigarbha Im Ksitigapa Sutra Text wird erklärt.
10 millions of unfathomable 10 millions of eons.
10 Millionen von unvorstellbaren Äonen muss man im Samsara wandern und leiden in den 6 Bereichen.
Unbelievable, most unbelievable. Those negative karma.
Durch diese negativen Karmas.
So, they're finished.
Die werden beendet. Wenn man in diesem Leben Hunger oder auch ansteckende Krankheiten oder Krankheiten oder auch Unannehmlichkeiten im Traum Ich sagte Bremen, aber es ist im Dream, im Traum.
At least even experiencing the dream, 7 euros, all that unbelievable.
All dieses unglaubliche, heftige Karma wird beendet in diesem Leben.
That's what happened.
Das ist, was geschehen ist. Das ist, was euch geschehen ist. Das ist in dem Essenz des Bodhisattva Ksitigapa Sutra drin, wird das erwähnt. Wenn man dem tugendhaften Freund auf die korrekte Art und Weise folgt. Das ist Unglaubliches, Großartiges Verwirklichung, so wie es im Anfang in den 8 Nutzen erklärt wird. Wenn man dem Guru erfreut, dann erfreut man alle Buddhas. Man nähert sich der Buddhaschaft immer mehr.
So, as I gave an example, the Japan I mentioned in the extensive teaching of the Guru
in den ausführlichen Guru-Devotionsbelehrungen habe ich erklärt, dass wenn man auch nur eine Süßigkeit oder eine Nuss oder irgendetwas dem Guru darbringt, das wird die größte Methode, um Verdienste anzusammeln, weil er ist das kraftvollste Objekt, weil er das stärkste heilige Objekt ist. Deshalb kommt ihr der Erleuchtung näher. Hier spricht es über Erfreuen. Und dann Khemje Rinpoche hat in Richard Begiers Haus, Rinpoche hatte mich eingeladen, dorthin zu kommen. Ich kam dorthin. Ich ging dann dorthin vor vielen, vielen Jahren. Einen Morgen sah er in einem Text über die Reichtumsvasen, er war immer etwas am Wiederholen. Er zeigte mir den Aspekt, als ob er eine große Entdeckung gemacht hätte und dass er so froh darüber war und war immer und immer wieder diese Worte am Lesen. Dass wenn man dadurch, dass man den Guru erfreut, da erfreut man Mahakala.
So like that. So,
zahllose Buddhas und auch die eigene Gottheit mit einbegriffen erfreut man. Ich glaube, das ist alles. Dann, wie ich vorher sagte. Ich habe das am Anfang gesagt, im Kalachakra Tantra-Text. Da wird drin gesagt,
for all that Gabatus, for past eons and present.
Für alle vergangenen, gegenwärtigen und zukünftigen Äonen, während in den Äonen der 3 Zeiten, wenn man alle Buddhas auch freut,
even you save the life of 10 million
auch wenn ihr das Leben von 10 Millionen Kreaturen rettet, werdet ihr nicht die Erleuchtung in diesem Leben erreichen.
But if you Lama, so Lama with oceans of qualities.
Aber wenn ihr den Lama der Ozeane von Qualitäten hat, wenn ihr ihn mit Devotion erfreut, dann werden die allgemeinen, die gewöhnlichen und ungewöhnlichen Realisationen werdet ihr definitiv in diesem Leben verwirklichen. Das heißt, ihr werdet Erleuchtung in diesem Leben erreichen. Dann das Yeshigyatsu-Ozean, der Ozean transzendentaler Weisheit. Das ist ein tantrischer Text. Zehn Millionen mal 600.000 Mal, wenn man eine Prosternation gemacht hat für diese Länge der Zeit. Jeder, der Experte ist, in den Aktivitäten des Guru, jemand, der weiß, der die Aktivitäten mit dem Guru versteht. Das heißt, das ist ein begünstigtes Wesen. Jemand, der Experte ist, die Aktivitäten des Guru ausführt. Oder wenn jemand für 10 Millionen Äonen 600 Mal Prosternationen macht, dann ist das Erstere viel bedeutsamer. Was der Guru euch anrät, das sollt ihr erfüllen. Und dann als Resultat, dann werden all eure Wünsche erfüllt. Alle Wünsche werden sich erfüllen, werden erfolgreich werden. Es ist, ihr werdet unvorstellbare Verdienste ansammeln, wie den Himmelsräume voller Verdienste. Unfassbar, ist unfassbar. Bis jetzt war noch keine Zeit, diesen Text zu übersetzen, den Yeshe-Gyatso, den tantrischen Text. In Wirklichkeit ist es das, ich habe das schon im Anfang, habe ich das schon erklärt, vor einigen Tagen. Hier die Studenten, die hier Retreat machen, so wie ich es angeraten habe. Und dann diejenigen, die ihr Leben widmen. Und dann all das und dann das ist also, was ihr jetzt hier gemacht habt, dadurch, dass ihr das Retreat so gemacht habt, wie ich das angeraten habe. Und dann von Francois angefangen bis zu dem Rest aller Freiwilligen, dann ist es das, was hier geschehen ist. Das der größte Nutzen, sehr, sehr, sehr bedeutsam. Freut euch daran und vielen Dank. Full Sindhura like rising sun, covered with delightful yellow robes. Above a 1,000-petaled corolla on a moon disk, from he arises the protector Amitayus. To your body well adorned on all sides, with various clothes and many precious ornaments. Over heaps of rubies, adorned beautifully on all sides, I prostrate. Between two hands, supple like the stem of a young vine, perfectly hold the whole, well filled with the nectar of immortality. To you who bestows the attainment of life, I prostrate. You are not a tear, jet black like a bee, adorns your crown and hangs in long plaits, with a lower garment of very soft and elegant silk. To you, blazing with the splendor of marks and exemplifications, I prostrate, with hands folded by the great power of fate, proclaiming your excellent virtuous knowledge, with charming and very sweet melody. To you, who bestowed the accumulation of all goodness, I prostrate, cutting the web of ignorance with the weapon of wisdom, having unceasing compassion for all sentient beings, untired by the burden of liberating all Margatos. To you, the ultimate refuge object, I prostrate, merely holding your name protects the death. The mere memory of you protects from samsara fears. Taking refuge in you bestows permanent bliss. To you, I forever prostrate. By my devotion to you, the faultless one, may our undesired sufferings be pacified now. And finally, may you cause us to be born from a lotus in the land of bliss. Savior Amitayas, whatever your body, retain your lifespan and realm, whatever your supreme and excellent name, may others become exactly like that. By the force of the praises and requests made to you,
May all disease, evil spirits, poverty and quarrels be calmed, and may the Dharma and good fortune increase in the regions in which I and others dwell.
Lama Choepa 122.
Page 122.
122.
Page 139, LC 43. Source of
139.
treasury brimming with jewels of much hearing, Master, second Buddha, clad in saffron, Elder, Vinaya holder, I make request to you. You have the 10 qualities suitable for one to teach the path of those gone to bliss. Lord of Dharma, representative of all conquerors, Mahayana virtuous friend, I make request to you. You
O
are
wise, patient, honest, without pretense or guile, your 3 doors well subdued. You have both sets of 10 qualities, know mantra and tantra, and are skilled in drawing and explaining.
foremost Vajra
Elder, I make request to you. To those untamed by countless past Buddhas, the unruly transmigrated beings of this degenerate age, difficult to subdue, you accurately show the good way of those gone to bliss. Compassionate refuge Savior, I make request to you.
When the sun of the moon sets because of the
times,
you
enact the deeds of a conqueror.
for the
Many transmigrated beings who lag at refuge Savior. Compassionate refuge Savior, I make request to you.
Even one of your posts is for us a
Field of merit more highly praised than all the conquerors of the 3 times.
in 10 directions. Compassionate refuge Savior, I make
request to you. The Sugata's 3 bodies and ornamental wheels, you manifest from an alluring net of skillful means.
in an ordinary form to lead all beings.
Compassionate refuge Savior, I make request to you.
Your
Aggregates, elements, sources and limbs, the nature of the Sugatas and wisdom mothers of the 5 types of Buddhas, Bodhisattvas and rightful protectors.
Supreme Guru in nature, 3 rare sublime ones, I make request to you.
Rising from the play of omniscient transcendental wisdom, you are the essence of 10 million mandala cycles, pervading Lord of 100 types of Buddhas, foremost Vajra holder, unified primordial Savior, I make request to you.
Unobscured, inseparable from the play of
In
simultaneous
joy, pervading everything in motion and at rest, the nature of all things, free from beginning or end, all good, actual, ultimate bodhicitta, I make request to you.
Songs of the Spring Queen.
Seite 210. Odani Nejoma, Odani Kandoma, Kunladani Savade, Veruka, Never Dani Najoma, Jodani Kandroma, Gula Dani Sova, Dam Jedam Pavodani Najoma Paragani Kandoma Guladani Sovade Shive Nandiya Zema Rayegan Pogyadan Kadozo Yede Zozu Yezinjava Lenjede Chendala Zaloso La 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 Ai Araleo Ekado Sonamji Sevejika Lekum Joba Tam Jedam Bavodani Nejoma Kandro Dani Kandroma Gula Dani Sovade Tam Jedam Bavodani Nejoma Jodani Kandroma Gula Dani So La 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 Namki Jedam Bavodani Nejoma Solvarde. J'ai déjà eu. Merci. La 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 oh ai ali ho kadro sonam ke sheve shikla lekunja shabatam jedam bavodani neljoma ikandroma kuladani solvade Rinpoche magye panam ye gyuchi Nampa me paya ne gong do pelwa sho la la o ai ra li o me ka dro song nam ge sheve shikla lekum Sinjaba tam jedam bavo dani neljoma kadro dani kandroma gula dani sarvade Advala jai 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 la 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 o ai ra li o Shemega dozo namge sheve jigla lekum
First we bless the drink.
Ende Mandaladarbringung.
Mach mal weiter bis 1 in der Früh.
Ich war einmal in Spanien, hat Rinpoche 36 Stunden gemacht. Das wäre schön, das wäre fantastisch. Aber ich glaube, sein Attendant der erlaubte.
Hol den erst um 11.
Supreme field of merit, my perfect pure Guru, to the power of having made offerings in respectful request, I seek your blessing, Savior, in the very root of happiness and goodness, that I may come under your joyful guidance. I request the kind Lord Root Guru, who is more extraordinary
And then
than
all
all
the
the Buddhas.
Buddhas.
Please bless me to be able to devote myself with great respect to a qualified Lord Guru in all my lives, realizing that correctly devoting myself to the kind Lord Guru, who is the foundation of all good qualities,
is the root of happiness and goodness.
I will
Devote myself to him with great respect, not forsaking me even at the cost of my life.
Thinking of the importance
Of the qualified Guru,
I will allow
myself to enter his control,
May I be like an obedient son, acting
and exactly in accordance with the Guru's advice. Even when Mara's evil friends and the like try to split me from the Guru,
May I be like a Vajra, inseparable forever. When the Guru gives me work, whatever the burden,
may I be like the earth, carrying it all. When I devote myself to the Guru, whatever suffering occurs, may I be like a mountain, immovable.
even if I have to perform
Every unpleasant task, may I be like a servant of the king with a mind undisturbed, having abandoned pride, holding myself lower than the Guru,
May I be
like a sweeper,
May I be like a rope, joyful,
fully holding the Guru's work, no matter how difficult or heavy a burden.
even when the Guru criticizes, provokes or ignores me.
May I be like a dog, never responding with anger.
May I be like a ferry boat, never upset
But at any time to come and go for the Guru, glorious and precious root Guru.
Please bless me to be able to
Practice in this way, from now on and in all my future lives, may I be able to practice myself to the Guru in this way.
Realizing how this body of freedoms and richnesses is found but once, is
Difficult to find.
obtain and is quickly lost. I seek your blessings to make it worthwhile and take its essence without being distracted
Attracted by the meaningless affairs of this life.
Page 183, I request the direct and lineage gurus, such as the Lord of the Subduers, the kind Guru, and so forth. Please bless me
To give up this life,
just like in the biographies of the holy beings of the past. By seeing sickness, old age, and death, the unequaled son of Shuddhadana felt great sadness and gave up his reign of the kingdom. Then, at the end of 6 years of living the austere life of an ascetic on the banks of the Narayanjana River, he became fully enlightened. Like that, all the holy beings of the past, by reflecting on impermanence and death, felt great sorrow, gave up this life, practiced in solitary places, and achieved enlightenment in one lifetime. In the same way, by reflecting on how the time of death is uncertain, why don't I give up the activities of this life? Pleasure, reputation, and power, country, fields, house, relatives, food, and wealth, since they don't allow pure Dharma practice to arise. Except
for the needs of survival, the 3 robes, a begging bowl, and so forth. I won't keep anything extra, such as gold and jewels.
Not one tiny bit for my own sake. What is definite to happen to me is death. At that time, my wealth, family, and friends won't benefit me. Furthermore, there will be the extraordinary suffering of separating from them. By reflecting in this way, I will give up acquiring the things of this life. I must entrust the depths of my attitude to the Dharma. I must entrust the depths of the Dharma to the beggar. I must entrust the depths of the beggar to death. I must entrust the depths of death to the cave. I must proceed well with the uncaptured Vajra, by proceeding with the Vajra mind that doesn't change from renouncing this life. I will practice Dharma without being captured by my loved ones. I must leave behind the shameless Vajra. I will leave behind worldly concern. Whatever people say about me, good or bad, I won't change my mind when I go out into the world with renunciation for this life. I must be accompanied by the transcendent wisdom Vajra. I will equalize Dharma in my life without transgressing my commitment to renouncing this life. I must practice being expelled from the rank of humans, reaching for the rank of dogs. I will be out of line with worldly human beings who are attached to this life. I will keep a lowly position, wearing ragged clothing. I will accept the loss of food, clothing, and reputation. No matter how much hunger, thirst, or hardship I experience, I will bear it to practice Dharma. And striving for the rank of devas, by giving up all the works of the mundane world and completing my practice in solitary places, I will achieve the supramundane Deva of the Devas, enlightenment in this life. These are the 10 innermost jewels of the Kadampas. In short, impermanence and death will soon come. Now, no longer fooling myself, I will free this human life, a mere flash of lightning, from beguiling pleasures and worldly activities, and from the great ocean of suffering. In order to achieve full enlightenment, sublime, great bliss, especially for all the kind Mother Transmigratory beings, the time has come, this very instant, for me to give up the works of this life. By the force of the Guru's compassion and my own virtue, may I be able to give up the works of this life right now. Back to page 149, LC 86. Aghast at the searing blaze of suffering in the lower realms, I take heartfelt refuge in the three rare sublime ones, and seek your blessings that I may diligently strive to abandon all negative karma and accomplish the accumulation of every virtue. Violently tossed amidst waves of karma and delusions, plagued by the many sea monsters of the three kinds of sufferings, I seek your blessings to develop an intense longing to be liberated from this infinite and frightening ocean of existence. Having abandoned the mind that views this unbearable prison of cyclic existence as a beautiful park, I seek your blessings to hold the three trainings as the treasure of the Arya's wealth, and thereby to uphold the victory banner of liberation. Having considered how all these miserable beings have been my mothers, and have raised me with kindness
again and again, I seek your blessings to develop effortless compassion like that of a loving mother for a precious child.
There is no difference
between myself and others. None of us wishes even for the slightest of sufferings. We are content with the happiness we have. And with this, I seek your blessings that I may generate joy for the happiness of others.
This chronic disease of
cherishing myself is the cause giving rise to my own thought suffering.
Perceiving this, I seek your blessings to blame, begrudge, and destroy this monstrous demon of selfishness. The mind that cherishes mothers and places them in bliss is the gateway leading to infinite qualities. Seeing this, I seek your blessings to cherish these transmigratory beings more than my life, even should they rise up as my enemies. In brief, infantile beings, they were only for their own ends, while the able ones work solely for the welfare of others. With a mind understanding the distinction between the failings of one and the advantages of the other, I seek your blessings to enable me to equalize and exchange myself with others. Cherishing myself is the doorway to all laws, while cherishing my mothers is the foundation of all qualities. Hence, I seek your blessings to make my heart practice the yoga of exchanging myself for others.
Page 161, LC 95.
Even if the environment and beings are filled with the fruits of negative karma, and unwishful sufferings pour down like rain, I seek your blessings to take these miserable conditions as a path, by seeing them as causes to exhaust the results of my negative karma. In short, no matter what appearances arise, be they good or bad, I seek your blessings to transform them into a path, increasing the two bodhicittas, through the practice of the five powers, the quintessence of the entire Dharma, and thus to cultivate only mental happiness. I seek your blessings that I may relate everything I make to meditation, through skillful means possessing the four practices, and that I may make this life of freedoms and richnesses greatly meaningful, through practicing the commitments and precepts of thought transformation, in order to rescue all transmigrating beings from the vast seas of existence. I seek your blessings to train only in bodhicitta, through law of compassion and a special attitude, conjoined with the technique of mountain taking and giving up on the breath. I seek your blessings that I may eagerly endeavor to put into practice the three Mahayana moral codes, and to restrain my mind stream with the pure vows of the conqueror sons, the single path journey by all the conquerors over the 3 times.
Page 126, 216, the remaining talk.
Page 163, LC 101. I seek your blessings to complete the perfection of generosity through the guideline teaching of increasing the mind that gives without attachment, namely transforming my body, wealth, and merits of virtue of the three times into the objects desired by each and every sentient being. I seek your blessings to complete the perfection of morality by not transgressing the bounds of the pratimoksha, bodhisattva, and tantric vows, even at the cost of my life, accumulating virtuous qualities and accomplishing the purpose of sentient beings. Should even all the beings of the three realms become angry at me, humiliate, threaten, or even kill me, I seek your blessings not to be agitated, but to complete the perfection of patience that works for their benefit in response to their harm. Even if I must remain for a notion of Bilanz in the fire hells of Mabichi, for the sake of even just one sentient being, I seek your blessings to complete the perfection of joyous effort that out of compassion entirely strives for supreme enlightenment. Having abandoned the faults of sinking, excitement, and distraction, I seek your blessings to complete the perfection of firm contemplation through the samadhi of single-pointed placement upon the nature of reality of all phenomena, their lack of true existence. I seek your blessings to complete the perfection of wisdom through the space-like yoga of single-minded placement upon ultimate truth, conjoined with the pliancy and great bliss induced by the discriminating wisdom analyzing suchness. I seek your blessings to perfect the samadhi on illusion by realizing all outer and inner phenomena lack true existence but still appear, like an illusion, a dream, or the moon's image on a still lake. Samsara, nirvana lack even an atom of inherent existence, and cause and effect independent arising are unbetraying. I seek your blessings to discern the meaning of Nagarjuna's thought that these two are mutually complementary and not contradictory. Then, crossing the depths of the ocean of Tantra through the kindness of my captain Vajra, I seek your blessings that I may hold my vows and commitments, the root of cities dearer than my life. I seek your blessings that whatever appears may arise as the deity, having cleansed all stains of ordinary appearance and grasping, with the first stage yoga of transforming birth, death, and the bardo of the three bodies of the conqueror. I seek your blessings to actualize in this life the path uniting clear light and the illusory body, which arises from placing your feet, my Savior, on the 8 petals of my lotus, at the very center of my central channel. If my time of death comes before I've completed the points of the path, I seek your blessings that I may be led to a pure land through the instructions for correctly applying the 5 powers, or the Guru's transference of consciousness, the forceful means to enlightenment. In short, I seek your blessings, my Savior, to be guided by you from birth inseparably throughout all my lives, and thus to become your main disciple, holding every secret of your holy body, speech, and mind. Savior, please grant that all be auspicious for me to be foremost among your very first circle of disciples wherever you manifest Buddhahood, so that all my temporal and ultimate wishes without exception may be effortlessly and spontaneously fulfilled. Maitreya Mantra, page 172.
Bhagavate Shakyamunaya Tadhagataya Arhate Samyasam Buddhaya Tayato Om Ajite Ajite Aparajite Ajitanjaya Hara Hara Metri Alogite Kara Kara Mahasamaya Ziri Bara Bara Mahasamaya Mara Mara Admakam Samaya Buddhi Buddhi Ma Buddhi Zoha Om Moe Moe Ma Moe Zoha Om Mone Mone Mare Zoha Natayaya Namo Bhagavate Shakyamunaya Tathagataya Arhate Samyasam Buddhaya Om Ajite Ajite Aparajite Ajitantraya Hara Hara Metri Avalogite Mahasamaya Zidi Bara Bara Ma Benda Binda Vijas Mara Mara Admakam Samaya Ibodhima Bodhizoha Om Moe Moe Ma Moe Zoha Om Moe Moe Mara Zoha Oranataya Namo Arhate Shakyamunaya Tadhagataya Arhate Samyasam Buddhaya Yata Om Ajite Ajite Ajitarite Ajitansayaha Eshe Avalokite Kara Kara Mahasamaya Zidi Bara Bara Ma Benda Binja Vijat Admakam Samaya Bodhi Bodhi Ma Bodhi Zoha Om Moe Moe Ma Moe Zoha Om Mone Mone Mara Guru. Bodhiya Nitaya Ngadavada Nanda Jinye Yazengi Jinye Miji Gaba Jinda
collected by me, the numberless Buddhas and the numberless sentient beings, may I, my family members, all those who rely upon me, all those for whom I have promised to pray, all those whose names have been given to me, all the students, benefactors, and volunteers in the FPMT organization, and all sentient beings be able to meet perfectly qualified Mahayana virtuous friends in all our future lives. From our side, may we always see them as enlightened, may we always do only actions most pleasing to their holy minds, and may we always fulfill their holy wishes instantly.
Page 321, dedication. O Changshu Senchu Rinpoche Pa Ge Pa Na Ge Gyu Chi Ge Pa Nyam Pa Me Pa Yi Kon Ne Kon Du Pe Wa Shu Ji Den Kam De Pen De Ma Lu Pa Kam De Shung Wei Sang Yi Xin No Ka Jin Su Me Den Jin Ga Cu La So Wa Xian Zhen Tun Zhu Shu Dong Ni Lin Jie Su Du Zhu Bei La Jie Jie Zhe Jie Kang Jian Den Zhu Gui Shan Na Bei Mo Den Jin Ga Cu La So Wa De Su Xian Tun Zhu Shu Tu Zhu Chang Xi Chang Gui Gia Wei Tian Jin Gyong Bei Wei Gu Su Tu Bo Jie Shu Su Gu Wei Ren Man Tu Zhu Ba Da Su Du Jie Kun Du Shang Den Shu.
Due to all the past, present, and future merits collected by me, and all the merits of the 3 times collected by numberless Buddhas and numberless sentient beings, which are completely empty of existing from their own side, may I, who am completely empty of existing from my own side, achieve the state of full enlightenment, which is completely empty of existing from its own side, and lead all sentient beings who are completely empty of existing from their own side to that state which is completely empty of existing from its own side. By myself alone, who is completely empty of existing from my own side.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
We can have a break and come back. We still have a session to do, and finish the Toma, offering the Toma and the protectors. So it is like 8:45, so let's say 9:30. Is okay? 9:30, okay. We do a short session and finish the sadhana. And then I guess there is dinner. Yes? Dans une heure alors. So 9:45 we meet here. And then tomorrow morning we do the long sadhana at 6:30 and we do it quickly. It should last 1 hour. That's it.